the new YouTube stream. And I think we'll be ready. All right, YouTube is doing what it's doing. Aha. All right. Gonna hit the go live button one more time. Let's see. One. All right, I'm live on YouTube. Live on Instagram. Okay. Okay. Bite rate. All right, y'all. I had to hit again. I can't do not like do not like being defeated. Go and log in over here on my Facebook. All right. I see me, y'all. Do not like me. Yeah, I see me. Over here. So, all right, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get done right this time. So goofing up, and partly that's my fault because I probably should have restarted my PC, knowing that it'd be struggling. But anyway, if you are tuning in with me right now, and if you were tuning in with me earlier, thank you for showing up. And if you are here with me right now, thank you for being here. Live should have been done at 8:30 this morning and already over, but here we are one more time. We're going to shoot it again. And so the topic of this morning, and before I get into the topic of this morning, if you would like to join me in on this topic this morning, you can. I know on YouTube I dropped it live with me. You can click it there. I dropped it in Instagram as well, and it's on one of my my main Facebook page. If you like to join live with me, you can do so by clicking on the link and getting into this conversation. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get it started. The courage to start before you feel confident. And if you don't know who I am Shakita, and I like right now and get the confidence, the courage to start before you feel confident. This is the beginning of the first step. And so if you're looking more confident first, maybe applying for a new opportunity, speaking up in a meeting, having an honest conversation. Sometimes we believe confidence is the requirement, but what if confidence is actually the reward? So, for a long time, I believed confidence was something certain people naturally had. I would watch other women speak boldly, show up consistently, and share their ideas without hesitation. And I thought maybe they were simply built differently. And sometimes, we feel like people are built differently. I think we are built differently. Then I started to notice something. The women I admired weren't fearless. They simply kept moving before they felt completely ready. The more they acted, the more confidence they developed. They realized changed, that realization changed how I looked at growth. And y'all, I am experiencing an issue right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep pushing through this so I can get this live done. And again, it may be a repeat. All right. So let's get into the core of the conversation. Action creates evidence. One of the reasons we don't trust ourselves is because we haven't given ourselves enough evidence. And every time you do something you once believed you couldn't do, your mind quietly begins to rewrite its story, right? And in my perspective is that confidence has never arrived before action in my own life. It never arrived. So whether building Quiet Queens Academy, going live each morning, or starting conversations with people, I didn't begin because I felt completely prepared. I began because I realized clarity grows through movement. And so let me ask you a question, something that you can reflect on later on. Has anyone else waited before they wanted to feel more confident first? Looking back, what gave you confidence after you finally did it? It's just something that you can reflect on, right? So small wins matter. How many believe small wins matter? So we often overlook small victories because we're comparing them to someone else's chapter 20. You may be on chapter 1, but they're on chapter 20. But you want to compare what you're doing versus that you want to compare them, say, your year to their 20 years, right? Or that chapter 20, your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. So, but every small promise you keep builds trust with yourself. And maybe today, your win is simply showing up, sending one message, recording one video, reading one page, keeping one commitment. Those moments compound. And is that so? My perspective is that sustainable growth has always been quieter than people expect. It rarely looks dramatic, it usually looks consistent. So let me ask you, what small win have you overlooked recently? What small win have you overlooked recently? And if you celebrated your progress more often, how would that change the way you see yourself? Just a little small reflection that you can reflect back on. Confidence follows identity. Eventually, confidence stops coming from results. It begins coming from who you're becoming. When you identify yourself as someone who follows through, learns, and grows, confidence becomes much less dependent on outcomes. And in my perspective, is that the greatest transformation isn't building the business. It's becoming someone who trusts herself enough to keep going. That's the foundation everything else is built upon. And another thing that you can reflect on later today or today in general. What kind of woman are you becoming through the choices you're making today? And what would change if you trusted yourself just a little more? And if you feel that you would like to share, you can do so in the comments. And so today, choose one thing you've been postponing because you didn't feel ready. Don't try to complete everything. Simply begin one conversation, one decision, one action. Allows today's action to become tomorrow's confidence. In closing, maybe confidence isn't waiting for you somewhere in the future. Maybe it's quietly waiting on the other side of the decision you've been postponing. What promise have you been waiting to make to yourself? And so, if today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share one action you're committing to today in the comments. And if you know another if you know another quiet woman who needs this reminder, invite her to join us. And if you're looking for a community where introvert women can build with clarity, confidence, and authenticity, I'd love to welcome you into Quiet Queens Academy. And if you are watching on any one of these platforms, I know on YouTube you can join the community at quietqueensacademy.com/community. There is a link there. And over on one of my main Facebook page, you can click the link there to join the community. And I will simply drop that into the comments of the other two platforms. But you can go to quietqueensacademy.com/community. And if you would like to know your builder profile, you can go to just Quiet Queens Academy and take the assessment. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes, 12 questions, and get your builder profile. And so with that saying, I will see you all on tomorrow. You all have a divine day.